Assume the price per barrel of crude oil rose sharply and then came back down between 1969 and 1989. The equation that can be used to approximate the cost of a barrel of crude oil can be given by the function P of t equals negative 0.33 t squared plus 6.5 t plus 3, where P is the price of a barrel of crude oil, not adjusted for inflation, and T is the number of years after 1969. Part A. What was the price per barrel of crude oil in 1969? Part B. How many years to the nearest tenth after 1969 did the price reach its maximum? Part C. What was the highest price per barrel to the nearest dollar during this time? Part D. Find the price per barrel of crude oil to the nearest dollar in 1974. For this particular problem, our function is given here, and P is the price per barrel, where T is the years after 1969. So for part A, we want to know the price in 1969, which is T equals 0, which means we need to find P of 0, which is going to equal negative 0.33 times 0 squared plus 6.5 times 0 plus 3, which makes P of 0 equal 3 if you calculate that out. So it was $3 per barrel in 1969. Now for part B, we want the time at which it will have its maximum price during this time period, and that will be at the vertex where our time is going to be negative b over 2a, and b is 6.5, which will go here, and the a value is negative 0.33, which will go right there, to give us a time equaling the opposite of 6.5 over 2 times negative 0.33, which comes out to negative 6.5 over negative 0.66, which is approximately, if you round it to the nearest tenth, which we're supposed to do, 9.8 years. So it will take 9.8 years after 1969 for it to reach its maximum value. Now we need to find the maximum value, which would be when T is 9.8, and we need to round that to the nearest whole dollar. So we're going to plug 9.8 into here. We have negative 0.33 times 9.8 squared plus 6.5 times 9.8 plus 3. If you calculate that out in your calculator, you'll find that P of 9.8 happens to be, approximately rounded to the nearest dollar, $35 per barrel. Now, for the last part, we want to know what price we will have when T is 5, because T is 5 in 1974. So we're going to plug 5 into our equation. We have negative 0.33 times 5 squared plus 6.5 times 5 plus 3. If you calculate that out, you find out that P of 5 rounded to the nearest whole dollar is $27 per barrel, which would be the price of the crude oil in 1974.